I faced hate crime and it made me feel very, very terrible.
I face hate crime due to my sexuality.
I face hate crime because I have special needs children.
Hate crime takes many shapes and preys on the differences that make us who we are. It's something Adam's faced for years, but a recent event stands out.
I was called a puff and I don't deserve to be alive, and this person was happy to end my life because of my sexuality. You do feel that you're worthless and you don't belong in a society.
What about the long-term effects of that kind of abuse?
It did make me question, what am I doing? What's my life worth?
That's something Francis had felt too. He says racism was part of the job when he worked as a taxi driver.
I witnessed a lot of experiences I wouldn't wish on my enemies. Most of them I take it to be because they've had a lot to drink, but how come they're able to know where they are going to? That is to say, they know what they are doing.
When verbal abuse tipped over to physical, Francis decided to quit.
My wife pressurized me to leave the job, which I did, sadly, and which cost me so much because it took time before I could get another.
Hate hurts my family.
Hate hurt Francis and Adam in more ways than one. Now the Welsh Government's released this campaign so more people recognise hate crime. Alice and her autistic son have been shouted at in the street countless times. For her, it's a vital message.
You don't have to physically hit someone in order for it to be a hate crime. It's still discrimination and it's still a crime. I dread going out and I dreaded taking my son out. So you end up becoming housebound.
Stories like Alice's are all too common. In the past year, police forces across Wales have recorded more than 4,000 hate crimes. Of those, 65% were singled out on account of their race, 30% faced attack because of their sexuality or because they were transgender, and 10% because they were disabled. And that's just those that were reported or recorded as hate crimes.
They're just a tip of that iceberg. People are not reporting hate crime because they don't believe they're being dealt with seriously. Police services across Wales, across the UK, if they want confidence from within minority groups, they have to take these hate crimes and hate incidents seriously.
Hate Hurts Wales is aware of that lack of trust. They want people to know there are other ways to be heard.
We want people to be coming forward and have the confidence to do that. You don't have to always go directly to the police. You can come to victim support and we can report hate crimes on their behalf.
Adam's hopeful that change is on the horizon. For those standing in its way, he has a simple message.
Embrace change, embrace being different. We've got so much going on in life as it is with, i.e. the pandemic, poverty, etc. We don't need more hassle.